What's up, guys? Bang, bang. Lunch money time on Friday. We made it to the end of the week, thankfully. She didn't kill me. I'm still here. That's because I'm tough. I'm here with the beautiful and intelligent Polina Marinova, Pompliano, P-I-M-P. She's got black, but maybe I should start going like, a little gun action.
You want to show off your guns. Also, I'm wearing my earrings that my friend Kara got me for my birthday. When is my birthday?
The 21st?
Oh,
Oh, no. 24th. I remember.
Thank you,
I have a whole plan this weekend. No worries. I'm not telling anybody. Hey, if you guys got any ideas, let me know. Lunch Money is now sponsored by BlockFi. BlockFi has 3 products, but I'm only going to talk about the interest-bearing account today because you can deposit crypto or stablecoin and earn up to 8.6% interest in a interest-bearing account. Listen, if you put your dollars into a bank account, they pay you 0.03 or 0.05, right? 3 to 5 basis points is what they pay you. Instead, what you can get is you can earn 8.6%, up to 8.6% in a BlockFi account. Go check it out. No brainer. BlockFi.com/lunchmoney. No brainer. I might just start saying that all the time. No brainer. Get money, get paid. All right, what's up?
Nobody wants to hear that.
No brainer.
Nobody wants to hear that. Okay, so ready?
Yeah.
Over a 2-week span in early July, 7 retailers, oh no,
Come on.
including the paper store, Brooks Brothers, and Lucky Brand filed for bankruptcy protection. J.Crew, Neiman Marcus, and JCPenney, and 4 other retailers had already filed in May. Lord & Taylor and the off-price shop Stein Mart led another wave that hit earlier this month. So basically, all these retailers are rushing to file for bankruptcy before a second wave of COVID happens.
No brainer.
Oh my God.
Of course they're filing for bankruptcy. They were already dying. People don't want to go in the stores. There's something called the internet. The internet was decimating them. And now all of a sudden, what you're finding is that COVID accelerated what was already underway, and people can't go in the store. So if you can't go in the store, how are you supposed to buy anything? You can't buy anything. If you can't buy anything, there's no revenue. If there's no revenue, then there can be no profits. If there's no profits, then how do you actually run your business? You can't.
The executive managing director of Tiger Capital Group said the challenge is making sure we can actually close stores in a window that is open.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a whole nother thing. If they don't even have enough capital to actually get the stores closed, that's going to be pretty crazy. But look, at the end of the day, I think
he means before the second wave hits.
Oh, well, that's a whole other thing too. But there are many of these that will actually not die. Like they will just get restructured. They'll get the equity will get wiped out. The bondholders will end up taking the equity. They'll get new management in, and some of them will survive. Some of them will go out of business, and everyone will lose everything. But we'll see. It's all right. They're all private equity shops that levered up with debt. They'll be big boys. They'll be fine.
Somebody said retail Darwinism was accelerated because of the pandemic, whereby certain species survived because they were strong enough to. Others have been weighed down by too much debt.
Did y'all hear what I just said?
What?
Basically, that guy copied me. I said that's exactly what I just said. I just didn't use a big fancy word like Darwinism.
All right, you ready?
Are you ready? You're clicking around a lot.
Don't we talk about my clicking? Okay, Lyft and Uber will not suspend their ride-hailing services in California on Thursday at midnight after a state appeals court ruled in their favor regarding an injunction against the companies. The move follows a court order in California that requires the companies to reclassify drivers as employees.
Can I go on my hot take rant?
Go on.
Uber and Lyft versus the U.S. government is the battle I'm here for. Governments are notorious for being really good at value destruction. They're horrible capital allocators. Horrible. Entrepreneurs, on the other hand, end up being pretty good capital allocators. They're in the business of value creation. The state of California is so bad at managing itself that not only does it lose money left, right, and center, but on top of that, people are leaving in droves. Literally, Palantir owned like all of Palo Alto at one point in terms of all the real estate. They left California. Tesla, new factory, not there. There are lots and lots of people who are leaving California because California believes that the answer to their problems is more regulation and more taxes. That is all bark and no bite.
It's all fun and games, right? Until Lyft and Uber are like, we will literally leave your state. Like you cannot call an Uber here to pick you up after you've been drinking on a Friday night.
Well, it goes back to two simple principles. One is, rather than trying to regulate the companies, just create a third category.
That's what
for
Dara
the
was saying he
people.
would do.
Yeah, so they have either you're a contractor or you're an employee. Maybe let's create a gig worker so that then they can get some of the benefits of an employee and some of the benefits of a contractor and make it work for both the person who works there and also the business. By the way, they're not employees. It's very clear they're not employees. What job do you have where you can at any time just click a button on your phone and go home? If you're an employee, you can't do that. And so, of course, they are contractors, or what they really are is they're gig workers. And so you got to create a sandbox for them to fit in.
Why are the governments reluctant to let the companies do this other category?
Have you seen how absurd California is? Literally, remember, this is the same state where the mayor of Los Angeles said, if you have a party, we're going to shut off your power and your water. These people are idiots. And I'll go a step further. Uber and Lyft called their bluff, and the government caved. The courts caved.
Well, not just yet. I mean, they gave
No,
them...
they did. No, they said last night at midnight they're going to shut the services, and all of a sudden things got done. So Uber and Lyft called the bluff, and the court system or the government, whoever is the person responsible, they actually caved. Of course they did, because all bark and no bite. And the government is acting like the mafia acts. It basically is saying, you can't do that unless you pay us. That's what's happening. And the company said, cool, then we just won't do it. Then we won't operate. But literally, you're going to get people killed. That's the argument I would be saying if I was Uber and Lyft. You're going to get people killed. Because we know that when Uber and Lyft go into a city, the number of drunk driving deaths plummets.
Yeah.
Because people aren't driving drunk as often. So what we have here is a classic example of where a government is stepping in, and by intervening, they believe that they are actually providing more value. But instead what they're doing is they are completely destroying value. Just let the companies operate. And if you want to do your job, create a third category of a gig worker. It's not that hard.
That was a good rant. Are you ready to move on?
It just pisses me off when people end up going after these companies and they force them. Do you think that Uber and Lyft want to do this? Do you think they want to have a showdown? Do you think they want to have to threaten this to get rid of the service? Like, that hurts their reputation.
Right.
But it's simply just the ineptitude.
Oh, man, I'd be a savage. If I was the CEO of Uber or Lyft, you don't want me. You don't want me there.
My biggest piece of advice to Dara is you should start engaging in meme warfare.
Meme warfare.
We need
you
meme
heard
warfare.
it here first, guys.
I'm here for the Dara versus Gavin Newsom memes. I feel like, did you see Gavin Newsom the other day? He was standing in the woods. He's the governor of California. Oh. He's standing in the woods like, climate change is real. Come to California and you could see the climate change.
You could see it?
Yeah, like that's why he's like, if you don't believe in climate change, just come to California.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
The Justice Department has filed charges against Uber's former security chief for allegedly attempting to conceal a 2016 hack that exposed the email addresses and phone numbers of 57 million drivers and passengers. Prosecutors accused Joseph Sullivan, who was Uber's chief security officer, of not disclosing the hack to federal investigators who were looking into another data breach that had occurred 2 years earlier.
What do you think about this?
So basically, his crime is that he knew about it and he did not disclose it. Right?
I think that what they're saying is not only did he know about it and not disclose it, but there was some allegedly they tried to actively conceal it. I don't know enough about this to comment. I really don't like when things are written in a way where somebody who's accused of something is automatically assumed guilty.
So also in 2016, hackers obtained access to Uber's user data and asked for a 6-figure ransom. Sullivan and other Uber executives allegedly negotiated a $100,000 Bitcoin payment in December 2016 and asked the hackers to sign non-disclosure agreements.
Allegedly. But here's like the whole point, right?
I'm sure that's
so
alleged.
that sentence makes it seem like there was a bunch of people who got together and did this. Why did they only go after one person then?
Because he was in charge.
Maybe, but other Uber executives.
Okay, maybe they're participating.
That means that they're his peers.
Okay, it doesn't matter. What matters is this is happening.
Yeah. What is your thoughts in terms of good, bad?
I mean,
I do agree with this. Silicon Valley is not the Wild West. The U.S. Attorney David Anderson said that. I think that's a pretty good stance to take.
We expect good corporate citizenship. I mean,
we expect prompt reporting of criminal conduct. We expect cooperation with our investigations. We will not tolerate corporate cover-ups. We will not tolerate illegal hush money payments. I think everything he just said there is super legit.
Right. So if you're doing that, valid. I really like the phrase hush money for some reason.
Why?
Hush money. It's like hush puppy.
No brainer.
All right. Moving on.
That's just a sad story, by the way.
What is the hush puppy?
No.
What is?
No, the Uber thing.
Why?
Because it's just like, it's really hard to know right now what's true, what's not true, whatever. There's allegations, all this kind of stuff. But it's just like, there was a bad situation, and if what's being alleged is true, it's like they made it worse, right? Like there was a breach of information, and rather than reporting it, instead if there was a cover-up, like I don't know. It's just, you don't like to hear that. So like you just want the entrepreneurs to go focus on building the business, stop dealing with all the crazy stuff.
Well, he's not exactly an entrepreneur. He was working at a big company.
Well, I'm just saying like the executives.
Over $50 billion of cryptocurrency moved from China-based digital wallets to other parts of the world in the last year, pointing to possibilities that Chinese investors are transferring more money than allowed out of the country, a new report claims. Chainalysis did this report.
I wrote about this today.
Oh, did you?
Yes. Shows that you read. Here's my thing. It's $50 billion of cryptocurrency moved.
Oh, billion.
Yeah. And what they did is they looked at people that they know have the wallets in China moving to things outside of China. Fine. I actually think that that's great that you can monitor it. Or not that you can monitor it, but the fact that you can measure that, sure, that's all fair game. Where they get into this game of, it's because they're avoiding capital controls, how do you know? And by the way, Chainalysis, who created a report, they say this in the report.
Wait,
so it's the headline that's super misleading.
Why is
They basically say, look, all you can infer from this number is that the maximum amount of money that's being used to avoid capital controls could be $50 billion, but we have no clue what percentage of that $50 billion is avoiding capital controls versus, let's say, just sending money to somebody, using it for a business transaction, speculators trading OTC trades, like all that. You just don't know. And
but
so
that
it could
is a
be
pretty
zero,
big number.
But it could be 0% trying to avoid capital controls.
Right. You're saying like we know how much, but we don't know the reasons behind it.
Of course. And so some people will argue that that's a good thing that we don't know the reasons, right? Because if it was a payment processor that was centralized, they could tell us exactly what the money was being used for. Or if other people will argue that we really need to know this information, blah, blah, whatever.
But I think this is interesting. Chinese citizens are only allowed to buy up to $50,000 of foreign currency a year at a financial institution. In the past, wealthy citizens have circumvented the limit to foreign investment in real estate and other assets, but the government has cracked down on these methods, according to a report by Chainalysis. So I really do think that like crypto could be making up for the fact that they can't do these other methods.
You know that those capital controls are the reason why New York real estate is falling through the floor?
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
You want to hear a crazy story?
No.
Here we go. Ready? So you have lipstick on your teeth.
Do I really?
Nope, still there.
Okay.
From 2012, I think it was, to like 2016 or 17, there was massive capital inflows from foreign investors, and they were buying up, especially Chinese nationals. They were buying up all kinds of apartments and stuff in New York. And so developers saw this massive capital inflow, so they started to build, and they built so fast, but it still took them like 18 months to 2 years. And by the time that those pieces of property started coming online and actually being able to lease out, then the capital investment numbers had gone down because there was stricter capital controls in China. And so now there's a bunch of unfilled inventory sitting in New York. Prices have to come down in order to get people to take it. So actually what ends up happening is crypto could be saving New York real estate.
How we get from there to there, I do not know.
It's the transitive property. A equals B. If B equals C, then A equals C.
Correlation and causation, you mean?
No. What's the next one?
Oh, I had to crack my knife.
Okay, come on. This isn't a massage show.
So, you just told me I had lipstick on my teeth. So,
looking out for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So, apparently in COVID times, so I have a much younger sister who's in high school right now, and she told me about this, that schools are making kids adhere to the school dress code while at home on Zoom over school education.
They lucky I wasn't in school during this. Are you kidding me?
So apparently, at one high school, for example, the standard pre-COVID dress code mandated that pants must be worn at the waist, head apparel cannot be worn inside, skirts, dresses, and shorts must be beyond fingertip length, and students cannot wear pajamas or blankets during class. So my sister told me about the pajamas thing. She was like, what? I wear a shirt as pajamas. How are they going to... I was like, yeah, okay. Anyway, like an oversized t-shirt.
Kids are wearing pajamas?
Like, well, I guess. I don't know. The fact that they had to actively state it means that some kids are probably wearing pajamas on Zoom.
I didn't see in the rules that you have to wear a shirt. That's not in the rules.
Okay.
See, this is why I was great in high school. That's not in the rules.
Oh my God.
So they have all those rules, but it doesn't say you have to wear a shirt.
I don't even know.
So I would go without a shirt, and they'd be like, you're breaking the rules, but like, it's not in the rules.
But it's just so ridiculous. Like, you can only see, like, here to here. And if you're lucky, I mean, some people...
But it doesn't say you have to wear a shirt.
Okay, we
So it
get
talks about
we
your
get
skirt
we
length,
get
but it doesn't talk about your shirt.
Yeah, welcome to being a girl.
I'm just saying.
So anyway, it's just, I mean, it's ridiculous.
This is why they should have the kids write the rules.
At the same time, I kind of get it. Like, you don't want to be seeing people with, like, blankets wrapped around their face.
Why? Who cares?
Well, it's, you know.
Who cares?
You show up. You're showing up to an educational experience. You got to be presentable. What? Come on.
These kids would get better education on the internet.
Oh, we know.
All right, what's next?
Gronk.
Gronk.
Rob Gronkowski went fishing and accidentally, he's such an adept fisherman that he accidentally caught a big shark. Look at how big this shark is. Hold on a second. Look at this shark.
Yo, he's wild.
A big ass shark.
Of course he caught a shark.
So he was like, all right. And then he said, he posted a video of him. It says, shark fiesta, then siesta. He's sleeping on the shoulder of his buddy. Is that him or is that him? I think this is him.
No.
Oh.
He's on the right.
Okay.
He's the guy who's 6'5".
I can't tell they're sitting.
I mean, look. They have a logo of a shark on his shirt, so something tells me that they went shark fishing.
Oh, you think?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they let it go, but it still
fine.
can't be nice for the shark to have that hook in your mouth.
What are you standing up for the fish now?
Oh, yeah. I'm a big fish.
Conservatist?
No, activist.
Okay, you still have lipstick on your teeth.
I hate you. Okay.
No brainer. What's your joke? Come on, hurry up. This show, I'm getting bored. Let's go.
What do you call someone wearing a belt with a watch on it?
A belt with a watch on it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I just thought of something not so appropriate. I don't know what.
A waste of time.
Do you remember the belts that you could have messages go by on them?
Oh, no, I do not.
Oh, yeah, you could.
Oh, my God,
you have
you're
that belt
such a
buckle.
nerd.
And they would have like this digital thing, and you could make it say whatever you wanted. My friend had one, and he used to wear it to parties. And I remember just being like, bro, where'd you get that? He was like, Spencer's.
Oh, Spencer's.
Remember
I
in the
did
mall?
not associate with kids who shopped at Spencer's.
I love Spencer. You get all kinds of wild stuff.
Wait, what was the other
in
one?
there.
Hot Topic.
No, Hot Topic was a little weirder.
Oh wait, I thought that was like kind of the same thing. What was Spencer's?
Spencer's was where you could get all like the games and the tricks and toys
I thought
and
that
the
was like
inappropriate
Hot
T-shirts
Topic.
and no, Hot Topic was like the
Goth. Okay, I didn't associate with either person.
Polina
who
probably
shopped
was
at-
one of those people who had like the neck thing on with the spikes coming out of it. All right, guys, that's it for lunch money today. While Wash is trying to get rich, the rest of us just trying to get our lunch money right. Get money, get paid, stay safe. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you guys on Monday.
Do I still have lipstick?
Yes.
Oh, bang, bang. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Lunch Money as much as we did.
And don't forget, Lunch Money is now sponsored by BlockFi, so go check them out. There's a link in the description that you can click on. I'm an investor, a user, and a huge fan. What?
You're a bigger fan of BlockFi than you are of me?
BlockFi is my second favorite thing in the world behind Polina. They've got 3 products. They can give you a US dollar loan. You can earn up to 8.6% interest on an interest-bearing account, or you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies on their crypto exchange. I personally use the interest-bearing account. There's not very many places where you'll find up to 8.6% interest on a deposit in an interest-bearing account. Go do your own research. There's risk associated, but 8.6% is pretty compelling. So click on the link in the description. Say thanks to the folks at BlockFi. Subscribe to our channel. Like the video. Annoy Polina in the comments. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
And be kind to your friends.